All right, and we are live. Welcome back to another on the block episode of um covering ZBB15. I am your host, Nimi81, with one of my panelist members who is his first time, but I mean every panelist will get a chance. It's TJ Doggy Style. Say hello, TJ.
What's good, Swooper? It's popping off.
And there's a guest panelist who was my co-host the last three times we tried it, right? Yeah, the last three times we tried it, but he had to take his time off because he left Zuper, but he's back for this episode. It's Kenny, KM1997. Say hello, Kenny.
Hello, everyone.
Um, it's can you guys hear me good? Because I'm like, I don't know how.
Yeah, we got you. We can hear you.
Yes.
All right. So I'm just gonna talk.
We hear you.
Huh?
We hear you.
All right. I'm just gonna talk because I know that people are not here watching yet, but there's playbacks always. So where we left off on, TJ, you're catched up, right?
Yeah.
Right. What we left off on was the girl bye in day 6. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this all right because I can't even remember right now. Let me get this set up right now. All right. So last time we were here, it was day 6 nominations. We revealed that Eduardo 245, Girl by 32, and Popular were nominated. It was face-to-face nominations. We got to see who banked their votes, who didn't. And what we realized from that was that the whole cast decided, why not take another shot at Popular and Eduardo? In which I was like, okay, I get it. You guys see them as popular threats. What was your opinion of them trying to go after TJ again? Sorry.
Unfortunately, I mean, Popular and Eduardo kind of have what's the word? I mean, they were seen as public threats from the beginning, and they haven't had much of a chance to do anything about it. So they've just been put up back to back. There's very little they can do about it. I don't necessarily think it's fair at all, but I mean, that's part of the game. I think that Popular and Eddie could have worked their way out of it. They banked votes, but then where would that leave them down the line?
Right.
They're not good for them at all.
So, Kenny, you've played the game before. You know how it is when there's a popular person in the game. Is it smart to keep them around for a little bit longer, or should you just keep going after them?
I think at a certain point, they lose their traction because if they keep going up, then most of the public will see, well, they're popular and everything, but they're not playing that good of a game. And so I think it does hurt them. But if you keep them around too long, like say if they go on from like final 6 to finals, they'll have a great shot at winning. They don't have to do anything special. So I'm not a fan of them. Not gonna lie, I don't think you should keep them in that long.
All right. So with this round, Eduardo and Popular, they were going up. One of them were going to go home. But Girl by 32 did not vote. Because of her not voting, automatically it put her up. But it also made her tied with Popular. So in the case that if she did vote, no one's seen that because it was face-to-face. We've seen a lot of people put all their votes on Eduardo. She could have put her votes only on Eduardo, and she could have still been up on the block. But because she was nominated, because she didn't vote, you know how Zuper is. Easily get to that. 53% of the votes was Girl by. They evicted Girl by because she didn't vote, in which Kitty, you didn't know this, but she had a medical issue with her grandma, and she had to go over to Italy, and she had to take care of that, and she was 30 minutes late to voting. But Girl by was playing a really good game, so it sucks that Zuper just can't give a person a chance just because they missed the deadline. Like, they're so salty, but what happens if they're on ZBB and then they miss the deadline? Then what? They're gonna be mad too?
I think it really just matters who the person is, because I'm pretty sure if it was like Popular or Eduardo who were the popular threats.
Unfortunately, that's true.
If it was them
absolutely.
who had missed, especially because of a family issue, they would have been fine. It depends on who you are.
Yeah.
Like, so that's just the sad reality of it. You know, you can't really do anything about it, so it's fine.
I think people looked at people. I mean, disregarding the family thing, whether they consider that or not. Girl Bye would have more than likely been safe had she been able to nominate. I think people looked at that and made the decision based on that. I mean, regardless of whether they read please or
tried to look for another.
You just cut them off. You just like cut them off.
Sorry.
no, that's cool, man.
I heard what
Yeah, that was all.
I heard what he said. I mean, they always try to look for another loophole for a reason to vote someone out.
100%. They try to find any way to justify what their way of voting. Like if it's a personal issue, you just say that because that really is part of the game.
Right.
You know, like if it's just I like Eduardo and Popular more, then just say that and save them. You don't have to make up your weak excuses.
So with the House votes, it was added all onto Popular. Like last time I did the show, Eduardo and Popular, they both messaged me and said I got it wrong, saying that the House was targeting Eduardo. Yet, looking at these House votes, I was right. The House was targeting Popular. They wanted Popular gone, and they put 7 House votes on her, and she did not stay. She stayed. So it's like they're really trying to get out Popular and Eduardo because they think that they're so popular in this game. But in my opinion, you shouldn't just blindly target people that you think are popular because there's still threats behind you.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't know if they're popular or not.
You can't just like you can't have that be your sole reason because at the end of the day they could be a good ally. Like DJ K Wire in our season, I did want him out because he was clearly the most popular.
Well, okay, now DJ went up 5 times. I don't know if you really cut him a break or nothing.
No, but he was a great ally. We worked together,
Oh,
part of
okay,
the time we worked like he was a great ally and everything. So you can't just you can't let that be the only thing deciding your reason, especially early on. Like I see if you're like final 10, then I guess you can start, putting people up back to back. But when it first starts, you don't want to isolate someone like that.
Yeah, let a lot of people come by.
Especially not 2 people. If they did that to both Popular and Eduardo, like that's kind of stupid.
All right. So with that, I do have to be before I move forward. Pocket Rocket. I said it last time. He was the person who stood out this round with the face-to-face thing.
Neem, can you show me the cast wall?
Okay, I can. Hold on. He stood out this round because everyone else either banked all their votes or a little bit of their votes to get up Popular and Eduardo, and then it was only Popular and Eduardo's vote that got Girl Bye up, but Pocket Rocket was the only person who split. He put 1 vote on Eduardo, 1 vote on Popular, and 2 votes on Girl Bye, helping Popular and Eduardo get Girl Bye up. So, in my opinion, he took the most credit that round because everyone else just looked like they sheeped and said, "Oh yeah, they were a big threat, so we had to get them out." But
right,
all that. So obviously, we talked about that, and we were last time they were like, because Pocket Rocket did that, he could be in a good chance that.
Name who's the bottom row?
Who's
the bottom row? I couldn't see the bottom row's names.
Zach T, David Principal, Nefi, and Popular.
Oh my God, this Zach T. What did Zach T and David Principal get? Did they get like last?
Yes.
Yeah.
Quickly catch you up. David was the first one out. He tried to
I hate him so much.
He tried to get up Popular and Eduardo, and he did, but they got him up too. And so Zupra was like, "Oh wow,
yeah,
that's horrible." So they voted him out.
And then he also claimed that he got him up, but then he also said in the same plea that people approached him. He was being like really wishy-washy.
Yeah, he was lying to the public.
He's an awful liar.
And then Zach T got Brent. That's what I need to catch you up. This whole cast is just throwing around the word rat like no other.
I think that is a very accurate way to describe Zach T. Though I think that's very accurate.
Oh my god.
They branded him the rat, but Jared and Cameron and Pants for Life and Survivor and all these other people, they're all ratting each other out and they're all exposing each other being ratted out. Like
Those
Jared
are the worst people to play with.
out Cameron ratting out Zach T, but nobody was going after Cameron. And then
What did Zach T get? Did he get?
Zach T
got-
just tried
Or
to nominate.
13th.
Thank God. And he had this big ego. I remember like ZBB15 or whatever.
Yeah.
He was so confident he was gonna get in. He was like, I'll score all these kids and stuff. Hey, look what he got. He got 13th or 14th. Like that's exactly what he gets.
So
Like, thank God. But we can talk about current games now. We don't have to talk about people that flopped. Those are irrelevant.
Well, I mean, it's good. I like to help you catch up because it has been a fun game. Just letting you guys know those for tuning in. This is Kenny, co-host. He's the special guest today with TJ Doggy Style, and we will soon be joined by one of the evictees from the season who's wanted to get his speak out, but she's here now. And
Who's Lissy?
This is Big Brother 13.
Oh.
You don't have to be on camera.
Yeah, you don't.
wait, hold on, no. Hold that camera. Let me get a look at you real quick. What's up with you?
Big bro, he's a guy, TJ. He's a guy.
Never mind. Yeah.
That's very creepy that you would even ask someone that.
You know what? I heard a girl voice, and I need to seize the opportunity.
That's
all right?
not nice. That's
I
not
need to
nice.
Very
That's
brave.
not,
Wait, who's on call right now? I don't even know who's on right now. Is it Amy or is it
it's Big Brother. Big Brother, TJ, you've been very mean.
Oh,
You're
BB13? Oh, what's good, man?
Mean.
Yes.
Okay, so
Hey.
Big Brother 13, you've been asking to come on for a while now, and I've been like,
BB13, you know that you got all black people on the call, right? You might want to be careful what you say.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
God.
Do not listen to Sparky.
I'm just messing with you, dude.
but like what I want to get to know from you is
Go
you've
ahead.
been in the game, and with you, I felt like you were on potential, in which you had potential left, and you got put in that position where because you weren't nominated, you were targeted that round, and then the public just didn't know what you were doing, so they voted you out. But you had potential, and so I mean, from your perspective, tell me what you're feeling about the game right now and how your cast is playing.
The game is really a giant mess right now, honestly. There are some pretty messy players, like Pens for Life is very, very messy. Like, Jared is playing a good game.
Who is Jared?
Like,
JQ Red.
Oh.
Yeah, he's one of the people, like, you can tell us leading things, Kenny.
I only went home because I was targeting Pocket and Survivor, and they seem like they are running the house right now, but I still don't think they're playing like.
Yeah, we're gonna get onto them next because they are the top. They are the topic.
Pocket and Survivor. I would love for one of them to win. I would love for one of them.
Yeah, they're the topic of discussion next, so we're definitely going to get onto them. But really quick, Lissy, I can call you Lissy, right? Your name is just popping up there.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
What is your opinion on going after Eduardo and Popular? Like, really? Is that really a smart thing for your cast to be doing right now?
They're out named, so I don't think it matters.
We're talking in the past, Kenny.
Spoilers, man.
Personally, I never had the intention of going after Popular or Eduardo. I never nominated them. But in the first week, everybody was dead set on nominating them, so I just saved my votes. I knew they had to go eventually, but I really did like Popular, so I didn't really want to nominate him.
All right.
At least people didn't want to go at the end with the obvious Popular threats like some people wanted to, my season. Not to name any names.
I don't know who you name.
I'm talking about Neem, clearly.
Oh, okay. So moving forward,
Hmm.
before the show, I informed Kenny on the advantages that was happening, and we were informed last week that the 3 advantages were all purchased, and so it was just now a waiting game to see who would play which
Yeah.
one. Today, on day 7, the Aegis advantage was played, in which the Aegis is the protection, backing, or support of a particular person or organization, blah, blah. It works like an immunity idol, in which it can remove all the nomination points from the player of their choice. So
Wait, Neem, did you just look that up? Because you said organization. And that's
no,
still
it's right on the blog. I was reading on the blog.
They say organization.
Yeah, it says Aegis is the protection, backing, or support of a particular person
You know how cryptic Z Big Brother is, man.
But so someone decided to use the power today. Because I obviously know who it is. Who do you think it is, Kenny?
What?
Who do you think used the power?
The Aegis power? How am I supposed to know who got it? Did J Cred get it?
It
No.
was Survivor fan 23853.
Oh no, you can hold that applause, Kenny. Hold
You're gonna want
that.
to hold the applause, Kenny.
Yes.
He got the Aegis power and he's decided to use
and
it on
wasted it.
Pocket Rocket.
Well, let's see. Okay, how did
They are a
he
duo.
waste it? How did he waste it?
So we're gonna get to that.
I'll
He used the
explain.
idol on Pocket Rocket. Now, before we do get to the nominations, Pocket Rocket was going to be a target because he decided to split his votes and help Eduardo and Popular. Now, should he be there's nothing wrong with splitting your votes. That's kind of like the smartest thing.
There is something wrong with that. I hate that so much. I really dislike that. I hate that. I really hate that.
Do you agree, TJ, that it's bad to split your votes and that you should be targeted because you split your votes?
I think if there wasn't so many, if you weren't able to save your votes and you couldn't accumulate, yes. But if you have 10 to 12 votes and you're able to use multiple, why the hell not?
See, yeah. So our nominations this week is Eduardo 245 again and Pins for Life.
I can't believe the outcome.
As you can see, Pins for Life and Eduardo were going up anyway. Pocket was not going up. He only had 7 votes.
Okay.
So Survivor basically, and what?
Okay, he did not waste it. You cannot say he wasted because it was
But
clearly.
this is what
He hindered his game by using
the public is saying.
Okay, yeah. See, okay, wait, Neem. He did hinder it, but like everyone here has played, and so like the paranoia that go. He got 7. He got 7 votes, so I wouldn't necessarily say he wasted it.
True,
Wasting
but this is what the public is saying. The public is saying that he could have saved his idol, but now because he wasted his idol on someone that was not himself, he doesn't have it anymore. They're not going to restock it. It's out the game.
Better to be safe than sorry, Neem. It's
now
better to be safe than sorry.
Everyone now
knows they are together.
Him and Pocket are together.
Which I've been saying since day one.
There are more they're not the only duo in the game, so I don't think.
I don't think they're not the only duo, obviously, but
But others have been more quiet.
Know if they were hiding their power, if they were duos or not, because you and
Peach and I were not duos. Peach and I were not duos. I don't know.
You and Peach were a duo, and you did not tell anybody. But if you used your idol to save Peach, we would have all knew.
I never saved P-Joy in the first votes to save. I never saved P-Joy.
No, I know.
I saved TJ, and TJ lied to me. Never got.
I think that's besides the point.
And I lied to you too. Ben, can you hear us?
Who has kids screaming in the background?
I have no idea.
Not
sorry, that's me. Let me back up.
But if Vin can speak, Vin 014, he plays ZBB2, I'm pretty sure. He has joined us. He'll help on the panel. I'm just like literally just adding people because I need a panel to get more opinions. But
no, I do not think Survivor wasted it because I think when you're in the game, it's like you're very paranoid. and everything.
Okay, but
I would say if
But
Pocket
wait,
would have
wait,
gotten
wait.
0, if Pocket would have gotten 0, then yes, it's a very bad. Or if he would have got like 1 or
What?
2, yes, it's a very bad look. But he got his third most amount of votes.
he could Survivor can argue it's a good move, but when the public nearly unanimously agrees that it wasn't a good move, and
Okay, I wouldn't
he's
say
on
good
the board.
move.
I think he's on the.
I wouldn't say good move, but he
but
he didn't waste
you
it.
have to understand also it's a public game, and this public is ruthless. It's evil.
I know. Yes, that's true. That's
Look
true.
at these comments.
That's true.
It's like at least the Aegis is flush. RIP, failed power, LOL, wasted. So Survivor fan wasted an Aegis so that he could have used on himself or Pocket.
I
Who
think
won.
even
it's
I
ageist.
think even
I'm
I made
sure
a
it's-
bad comment on the blog.
I'm sure
I
it's
mean, like,
Aegis.
so many people
Isn't
are
it
just-
Aegis? I don't think it's Aegis. I think it's Aegis. Isn't it?
I won't pronounce
Whatever.
it Aegis.
Is it
Aegis.
Aegis?
I thought it was the Aegis.
I think it's Aegis as well.
I thought it was
It
the
was
Aegis.
Aegis.
Aegis. Aegis is AG.
Yes.
It's Aegis. AEG.
Okay.
So
I always thought it was Aegis.
It's Aegis. I'm pronouncing it Aegis because it's AEG. But getting off of Survivor and Pocket,
Hello?
now one of the known duos in the game.
No, it's Aegis. It is Aegis, by the way. Just throwing that out there. It's Aegis.
There is other duos in the game because there's been talks about pre-game basically alliances. People who've worked together in the past in alliances. And I don't know how true it is, but multiple people have confirmed to me that people like Jared and Waterkid, they've played many games together. They've aligned many times together.
That is a pre-made. I don't understand how people did not see that. They are definitely together.
And I'm pretty sure I think Jared nominated Waterkid at one point. Waterkid went out for the first time. You never know, but I know something about playing with pre-mades and it getting passed against my eye. And which is I'm hinting at you, Kenny.
I knew so
What
much
about
of
you,
the
Lissy?
cast.
You've been in the game with them. Did you suspect these two? Are they still like being suspected? Like, would you think people would be going for them?
Yes, that's something that when you used to play games, that's like a pre-made people would tell you about all the time. J-Cred and Waterkid.
Yeah, everybody knows that they're pre-made, but honestly,
But they're doing
really
something right if they
have
haven't been on the block as often as they have, especially JQ.
working together. They really aren't.
Yeah, but
they
we
want each
can't
other up on the block.
Okay, maybe they're probably not even pre. They might just not. They might just have each other's back. That might be what it is. Like
me
Going
and
into
you.
it.
they might just have each other's back. You know, like I won't nominate you. You don't nominate me. You know, we help each other when we can. But you know, I'm not gonna hurt my game for you.
But
And
speaking of what TJ said, sorry, Kenny. Speaking of what TJ said on the fact that they haven't been nominated so much, we can't necessarily say that because Jared, and I'm blaming him because I don't know anyone else to blame. He seems like mostly the leader at this point who's pushing for if you have not been nominated, you're going up.
Yeah,
And
that happens every season.
So that's why almost everybody in this game has been up only once. Eduardo is at the moment the only person with popular who's been up more than once. And now he's up again. This is his third time up again.
Are people still unnommed?
Yeah, there's still a few.
Yes, there's like
Cameron is.
Nicholas.
Not spoiling.
Wait, how many?
At the moment, 2. Not spoiling the next day. Cameron and Nikias.
Nikias is
And
playing
people,
such a good game.
and let me just say also, because I'm gonna come back to it when we get to day 8. Nikias has been the most silent person in this game, but every time he makes a blog, he says, I don't need to make a blog because I'm not gonna tell Zuper my game to spoil it, but I'm playing the game and I'm taking it one day at a time. And he's feeling like he's not really getting nomination points. He's not being talked about being a rat or being a target or anything. So it's like, in my opinion,
Absolutely.
he might be playing a very good game. He's not informing Zuper a lot, but when he makes those like one here, there blogs, it's like, I don't have to tell you all my game because I'm not going to be like person. And it's like, it's not like oh, you're playing bad posts. It's like okay, I respect that. When we get your post, you get your post. But
yeah, he's making a balance between. I mean, I always felt like I was obligated because I had to absolutely tell everybody what was going on. He's somebody who hasn't had to do that in order to progress and
Yeah.
give a positive reception.
Okay.
So
I'm
now
back.
oh, what happened? So now that we're back on today 7, now we see that nominated is Pins for Life and Eduardo. It's pretty obvious because they nominated Eduardo back to back. They're going to try to get Eduardo out. They tried to get Popular out last time, so they maybe thought Popular was going. So now they decide, you know what, we're just going to nominate Eduardo this time. And they got it done. Do you? Okay. Season, we did back to back a lot. We did.
No, we didn't. We did it to one person.
That's what I meant, though. We did. He went up like 6 times.
5, but that's still. I mean, that's more than anybody else, though. So.
Yeah, but with this season, and I mentioned that last time, you get 4 votes if you're nominated. Eduardo already had 4 votes because he was nominated the day before, and he knew that.
Can I ask a question? Like, where did this? Because I mean, Eduardo, he's not disliked by really anybody, but I never really thought he was. I never really thought he was like a huge popularity threat either.
Yeah, when he came into the season, him and Popular, they gained the most traction with the public. Like, yes, Eduardo, yes.
Vocal support.
Huh?
Yes, vocal support. Is very misleading. For me, it's very misleading.
Mm-hmm. They had people screaming their names, but there were people who had more support than them that just had quieter fans.
So, yeah, but here's the thing. Eduardo, he knew that they were targeting him this round. So how smart would that be? Because that means that he could have banked his 4 votes, but how many votes he have banked already from the round before, and then use the 4 votes that he banked when he was on day 6 with the 4 votes that he gets now because he's nominated again, and he's now that's 8 votes with the bank vote that he had already in the past, and then he could just use that to actually take someone out. You know how you have to be smart about how you nominate people.
I think if he used all of his votes at once, I mean, what the hell? What is he going to be able to do when he? I mean, who's to say that's not going to stop him from getting nominated 9th, 8th, 7th, so on and so forth?
He gets 2 votes next. If he uses all his votes, he's still making a move, and then he stays, and then he gets 2 more votes the next round because you get 2 votes each round anyway. Yeah. Unless you're nominated, you get 4. So I mean, it doesn't really matter if he uses all his power because that's what the banked votes is. You don't have to make a move, or you don't have to vote until you're ready. You know.
I mean, I see that, but I mean, regardless, his ass is gone now. So, I mean,
but okay. So you're obviously he's. Let me just get there. Eviction for 10. He is evicted with 53% of the votes. Again, there's another 53. He was evicted 6-4 of the House votes, and I mean that's because he was up back to back to back. One, I already said it earlier, but Vin, he's here. Vin, you played the game before, right?
Yeah.
What is your opinion on targeting someone back to back?
Honestly, I mean, I think I don't get why the public makes such a huge deal about it. I think if someone's continually getting targeted back to back, I think it just shows the lack of skill in that person's gameplay. If you
you can go finish.
If you have 2 rounds and you can't really get out of that rut, or there hasn't been a change in events to get you anywhere near out of it, is that really showing skill on your part of your game?
That's not fair. That's not fair because Eduardo may actually be playing a good game, and their cast is so hell-bent on taking out Popular and Eduardo because they're so scared of them.
I mean, if you keep going up, you're not playing a good game. I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. But
I don't know.
you see what's on your screen.
How can you play a better game if no one is giving you the chance? You're trying your best.
That's fair. That's fair. But you can't really say that they're playing a good game either.
how did they get into that rut? That's what you need to realize.
Because the public, they were up the first round. The public.
We've seen popularity threats do well in games. Like it's not
Then-
so. Like it's
Then
been
the approach, if I were in his shoes, the approach I would take is, how could I use something like that to an advantage that I could use that as an advantage against other people? Put me up against, like, maybe if it's something as risky as saying, maybe we do something like this set, and pushing this will get out that person, which is going to be your target. If you are so confident in your, like, if they're so confident in his public support, then why wouldn't he take the angle of, say, use that and then use that to get this person out?
Neem, it's been done though. Like he's not the first person to go through that. Like it's been done before. Also, members of the public in the past that have complained about people going up back to back, like in their seasons, they've done the same thing. So I don't really understand how they can criticize someone else for doing it. But
people are gonna say whatever they're gonna say, but the truth is, they're not gonna like it if it's not in favor of who they want. And guess what? Maybe that's why their ass is up on the block.
Okay.
And so you can continue to defend Eduardo, but if you see what's on your screen right now, which is what I'm seeing, is an eviction blog saying his ass is grass. So I don't think there's really any other way to put it.
You have to also look on the other edge. Let's say you're doing
all you have to go through this, so I don't even think you can really speak on it that much. Like it happens every season. It happens every season. Someone has to go through this. It sucks that it was him and Popular that had to go through this. Sure, but you know, people have been able to navigate through this before. He's not the first person to go through. Nippleberry won ZBB
absolutely,
13, and he was a big public threat, and he ended up winning. So it's like. It's happened before, you know. Like he's not gonna be the last person to go through something like this.
Absolutely, I think that's like the proof. Like you just need to know the angles. Sometimes your angles aren't gonna work out, but it's knowing like what angle you can take to make it another day.
And I've played with Eduardo before. He can be kind of a smart ass. Like no offense, like he's nice and everything. But he can.
And I agree with that. And I said
he's kind of a smart ass. So maybe he like rubbed some people the wrong way. We don't
absolutely.
I told him
of what's actually happening. The public does not see a lot. They see like 10% of what's actually happening. Maybe Eduardo was standoffish to the other people. They just didn't want to work with him.
Well, no, the cast says that
honestly,
basically wasn't talking to him. He didn't want to really engage in conversations with them.
No, was pretty quiet. He really is never even spoken a word to me, even once in the house, honestly, except in the house chat.
And I think that then shows you can't just rely. It's like expecting to be on Survivor and just get all of the immunity wins and expect that that's what's going to get you votes. It's not going to work like that. You can't just rely on public support and expect that everyone in the house is going to respect you, because guess what? The public support's going to die out once you're up there your 7th time. Like it's not going to work. And you can't rub people the wrong way. And that's where I get in trouble in my games, cuz like sometimes I rub people the wrong way, and it's a part of the game.
I get that. I get it. But let's move forward, where now there's 2 twists now still in the game. And once again, on day 8, another twist has been used. There's 2 save and replace in the game, and one of them has been decided to be used. The save and replace allows a player to see the nominations after all their votes are locked in, and they can save one of the nominees and put someone who they want up in their place.
Yes, I love this. Nikki
has stand it up. He bought the save and replace, and I'm gonna read you his thing. I like to save myself from nomination because I am a selfish bitch. Bitches, they think They think that they could put me in the block so easy. But guess what? That's not going to happen. I was waiting for so long for this time, and now it's time to shine. By the one of you
I
bitches,
love it.
game is on
And
for real.
I'm
And
sorry. The thing is, that was like, I mean, sure, that could be like part of like how he feels, but that's also like a public outreach kind of speech.
well, I mean, I get that too. You have to.
You're not going to take
public.
more, and this is how the game is going to be played, and it's going to be played in my favor. And that's what I really like about him, and I've liked his gameplay from the beginning. There are a lot of people who get crap for it, like when you're doing the whole being quiet at the beginning and they're like, oh, they're floating, but they're not. They're waiting to make their move at the right time. But it's hard. I'm sorry, is it still my turn? I keep getting a phone call in the middle of this.
Yeah.
That's your turn.
But it's hard to just like, I'm so lost. I just keep getting this. Hold on.
No, I get that, because I was saying too that it seems like he's playing this silent game, but he's still playing it. So he used his power because he knew he was going up because he's seen the nominations. And so it's his time to, like, you know what? I'm going to make him. And that's a good thing with him, is that because with this power, you can still play your game and not worry. But if you see, oh, damn, I got nominated, because every round, now that you have this power, every round he sees the nominations before they're revealed, and he gets to choose if he wants to use it or not. So you don't know how long he's had his power. So he might have seen the nominations since round 3. You never know. And he decided, okay, oh, damn, I'm nominated this round. So now it's my time to make a move. I'm going to take myself off.
Wait,
I'm going to put up one.
Wait. The power means that he can see all
Yes.
of, like, every single round? Or does it mean just the round he chooses?
Every single round until he uses it.
Yeah, every
And
single
he
round he
can't-
gets to see the nominations before they go to the public, and he chooses if he wants to save anyone.
Well, I think it was a good move on his part to know this round, not just because he was nominated, but because you're putting these so-called 2 really well, like, popular threats, or as the House has been saying it, next to each other. And I think it was a very good move on his part, regardless if the person he put up went or left.
Right.
I think there's still, like, he's still able to recover from that with Pocket if he works his angles.
Right. So let's see now who gets nominated. And I'm going to end it after this and talk about who gets evicted too, because I got to go. But let's get to day 8 nominations. And my super is being slow. Just need to hurry up. Oh, gosh. Why is Uber being slow? Tick, 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 tick.
While we're here, I just want to say, back on Nicholas, or however you say his name,
Nikias. Yeah.
you can't really call him a floater because he had to get someone else's votes. He had to get somebody to give him votes to buy that reward, because he wouldn't even have had enough votes if he banked all his votes up to that point.
Absolutely.
True,
I think he's played a very solid game, and I've been, I don't know, I think it was just the Sia wig, but like from the very beginning, I knew this guy was gonna be a player.
Yeah, and I forgot to tell Kenny, when you're evicted and you still have banked votes, you can give those votes away to the person still in the game. So now looking at the nominations, Pocket Rocket and Popular are now up. Basically, Nikias is going to go with Popular, but he saved himself and replaced Pocket Rocket. So basically, Pocket Rocket is up because of Nikias, which is that's a very good move on Nikias, and I gained him. You can tell I gained him a lot of public support.
Absolutely.
He played that power perfectly.
He played it perfectly, and I mean, I just think it proves that there's a lot more going on behind the scenes than people think. Because there were people like, oh, I wish I could see more from Nikias and all the people who seem to be a little bit more quiet. But there's so much that goes on. Yeah, there's so much more that goes on, like that people don't really know about. And part of that, I would say, one flaw of their game thus far has been not being able to have a good enough outreach to the public. But making a move like that will obviously boost your public support.
Right. Kenny, you're still here?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Opinion on Nikias and that whole move and getting up pocket like that.
You mean he got a pocket?
Yeah.
Well, it clearly worked out in his favor. I don't really know. Like, was it a good move? Yeah, it was a good move. Because from what you guys said earlier, you said pocket is like he's. So you said one of you said he was like controlling the game or kind of controlling.
I think pocket is playing his own game in his own section. There's like how people are playing their game. Yeah.
So I think he's playing well. I think so. It was a good move on Nikias' part, and it clearly saved him. My opinion on Nikias in general, I don't really know him that well. I think I played like one game with him before, so I have nothing to really say about him.
So once again, they nominated Popular. They're trying to get him out. They're trying to get out Skylita. Sorry about that. They're trying to get out Skylita, and it's like, come on. And I don't even know why. I didn't read the blogs. I don't even know why they targeted Nikias. But it's like, can we like stop Nikias also didn't go up. So once again, they're nominating someone who didn't go on the block besides people who they see as popularity threat. And that's like really getting a tiresome thing to me. It's continuing because Pins for Life, he didn't go up last time. That was his first time up. And so they nominated him beside Eduardo. And Nikias has never been on the block either. So now they're trying to nominate him besides Popular. Like, okay, I get it. You don't want someone to go unnommed. But forget about that. You'll get them nominated later. There's obviously people in the game who's huge threats. Just because they're nominated, you're going to not go after them?
But
just because they've been nominated before, you're not going to go after them?
It gets to a certain point to where you're like nominated at like single digits, then yeah, that is kind of a problem.
It is single digits.
So yeah, if you're still nominated by single digits, I think that's when it's starting to become a problem. Clearly.
So, you can say this vote possibly could be a close one, but as we see in the past, every time that Skylita has been up, she's always.
Are we still a day behind? You don't have to do it like I really don't like when you do it like this. Are we still a day behind?
Well, technically no, because today is day 9. Today's day 8. This is day 8. But whatever. Now you made me lost my train of thought.
What
was I saying?
Moving on to
getting everybody nominated.
Oh yeah, Popular. No, I don't even know. Oh yeah, every time that Skyly's been up, she's always been close. She's been the second most votes. So but she's always been up with 3 people. So now that it's 2 people, there's a good chance that she'll go home against Pocket Rocket, right? Especially now that we got Pocket, he has a little public support for how the way he's playing his game. So let's get to Eviction 9 with 64%. It was Popular.
Wow,
they got what they wanted.
That's kind of shocking.
So basically, the House got what they wanted back to back. They wanted out Eduardo, but they wanted both out Eduardo and Popular, but they failed because of Girl Bye not voting. So Girl Bye's gone. But then they put Eduardo back up, and Eduardo went home because he was back to back. And then they put back up Popular, and then they voted out Popular. So now what? That's the question. The house got who they wanted out. Now what? Are they going to go now for the people who are unnommed now? Or are they finally going to now play the game and think, okay, popular people are gone, but what about strategy? Because if you keep the most people who are playing the best game, strategy, and they tell that in the blogs, and people are like, oh, damn, you're playing the best game, but no one's been coming for you. You got people sheeping you, and they make the finals, they got a good chance to beat you. You know what I mean? Like, now it's time to really start thinking. You should be playing the game. Ben started been playing the game, but now you got to think with your head.
Yeah, I know people are probably hiding behind Popular and Eduardo. So, yeah, it should be interesting to see what happens.
Right, really quick, because I have to end it real soon. Really quick. This round was saves. They had to save. They had to save 1 or 2 people.
They had to save 2. It was 2.
They had to save
Nick
2 people.
Yeah, Nick is just saved 2, so I'm assuming it's 2.
Yeah, you got to save 2 people, and the people with the least saves will go on the block. So really quick, and I'm guessing you still got ballots. I don't know. I don't know if you still have ballots to do this, but Nikki has used 1 save on Jared and 1
ballots.
Oh, you can. Okay. Nikki has used 1 save on Jared, 1 save on Pins. Waterkit used 1 save on Survivor and 1 save on Pocket. Cameron used only 1 save on Nikki's and saved the other person who would survive the nominations, the eviction. Jared decided to bank his votes, which is maybe that's shady, a little shady.
What does that mean? He didn't save anyone?
Yeah, he didn't. He chose not to vote.
He got 2 extra ballots for next round.
LOL.
Yeah.
LOL.
Survivor chose to save Waterkid and save Pocket. Jamarcus chose to save Pins and Pocket. Popular did not vote. She decided not to vote. Pins used 3 ballots to save Nikias and 5 ballots to save Cameron.
Wow. Wow.
Pins has been saving his votes. Pocket used 1 vote to save Pins, 1 vote to save Survivor.
Ooh, I wonder who's together.
1 and 2, 3. I'm guessing that's maybe 3 votes to save Jamarcus.
Yeah, he used 2
for him.
No, he used 1 for Waterkid, 1 for Pins, 1 for Survivor Fan, and 2 for Jamarcus.
I read that backwards. Okay. And so with that,
I mean, Pins for Life just showed his ass. So like,
yeah, he just
showed his ass.
With that being said, Jared, Waterkid, Jamarcus, and Survivor are now nominated. Jared, he's nominated. He didn't get any. He got only 1 save, and he decided not to save anyone else. That's kind of weird, but
a lot of people in the house don't like Jared. At least when I left. Me and him were supposed to be the original set, and that's why I put all my votes on J Marcus, because I thought I was gonna get 1 more vote for Jared, so I'm barely out of the nom set, and then it would be J Marcus and Jared, but nobody, literally they all lied to me.
The topic of discussion has been duos. We've talked about Survivor and Pocket possibly being a duo. We talked about Jared and Waterkid possibly being a duo. But now I'm like, looking right here, Cameron Unleashed and Nikki are the 2 people still left in the game who has not been nominated yet. Cameron Elite is playing literally, I think, the same game as Nikki but people aren't giving Cameron thing. They're like, who's Cameron? Blah, 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 because Cameron isn't posting. But Nikki is also not posting. Here and there, Cameron.
That's going to hurt you if you go up.
Huh?
That's going to hurt you if you go up.
I mean, that's going to hurt you, but it's not hurting Nikki. You know what I mean? It's like Nikki and Cameron, they both here and there post the blog saying, we're not going to post our whole game unless we need to. And that's what they're doing. Cameron is staying in his lane, and he's playing his own game. Nikias is staying in his lane. Now, Nikias has the public support now because he used that advantage. So people are going to be, now they're going to be like, okay, Cameron, we don't know what he's doing because he's not telling us, but we don't need Nikias to tell us because he played at awesome advantage, so we don't care. We're supporting him. But they're playing two similar games. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm sure that's gonna like get them in trouble. But not only that, Pins for Life, he did show his game. He used 3 bucks to save Nikias and 5 to save Cameron, and those 5 to save Cameron literally is the only reason why Cameron is not up. Does that mean like
I
that's
think
a little
Cameron's playing
right
a pretty
there?
good game.
Huh?
I
I
think
didn't-
Cameron's a floater,
Oh.
but he's a good floater.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Pins. I don't think Pins is playing a good
Oh,
game.
no.
Because we are already. It was revealed. Kenny, you don't know this, but it was revealed in many blogs that in the first half of the game, every day he made group alliances. Then he made
yeah.
more
Who?
and kicked people
I
out.
was-
Who
and
did
he made
this?
more. Like, let's see.
It was such a mess that day.
Who did this?
And invited
Pins for Life.
Pens.
Who?
Every day in the first half of the game, he created more and more alliances.
Who did this?
Pins for Life.
Pens for life.
He did that.
That day was pretty funny.
And so I mean, I'm not gonna judge him for it because maybe he was just like that. What he thought was smart or
I
not.
mean, that's what Avalon used to do. That's what Avalon did.
Yeah, but I mean, he's obviously his first time playing. He's only been up once, so he must be doing something right. And maybe he got something going on with Nikias and Cameron because I mean,
That's messy.
Yes.
He's messy for doing. That's very messy to do something like that. Very
but
messy.
this cast is very messy. I told you that when you started. This cast is so messy. But that's why I love this season because it's messy, but it's also getting annoying with how they're choosing to nominate. But that's why I like that this round is saving because now you can't just nominate people who've not been up on the block or not whatever. Now it was basically showing your hand who do you want to save, and because when it's a save and you don't get the saves, that means that's socially hurting you because you don't have a good social game. In which that was with our twist in our season, in which we started out having to save people, and if that meant if you didn't get enough saves, you were in trouble because that meant
people like to lie a lot too. Like even your close allies, they like to lie to you.
Yeah, I know. Like you can get lied to by Alice, and yeah, whatever. Still, shush, because that's like he's trying to. I get what you're saying, Kenny. People don't get it. Things like that. But really quick, before we end, Big Brother 13, let's see. Who do you think out of these 4 will be going?
Oh, wait, what?
Who out of these
was the
4
question?
nominees do you think will be going?
I think Water Kid will be going, and I don't really think that's a bad person to be going at this point. It looks like that he is sheeping Pocket and Survivor, which I do not like.
And from what you heard, Kenny, who would you think, from what you heard tonight, who would you think will be going?
Well, Jamarcus Russell seems to be invisible because no one really talked about him. So I'll say Jamarcus Russell.
I don't even know what Jamarcus is doing, but he's doing something. But let's see. You know better. What's Jamarcus doing?
Again, he was one of the people in the house that didn't really talk to me at all. That's why I put all my hate votes on him because I.
Wait, Jay
No,
Craig,
it's
what? Not BB13. What place did you get?
13th, I think.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's
And he was voted out very early, and it's like he had potential, but it just didn't go through. But
once all those people lied to me, I knew I was going home.
all right, so now we're coming to an end. I do think that there's a good chance that Jared or Waterkid will be the one to go. Maybe not Jared because Jared's playing his own game. He's owning it, but you never know. I don't know, you never know how the public will support you.
I want to say this. When I left the house, everyone hated Jared, hated his guts, and they calling him out for everything. And somehow he just got nominated, so that shows something.
This is his first time up? No, he's been up before. This is his second
Wait, he
time.
has?
Who?
Jared?
Jared, I'm pretty sure this is his second time up.
No, I think it's his first, actually.
All right. Well, good for him. Yeah. So I want to thank you, Brother 13, for joining. I know Vin and TJ, they left through. Huh?
I said my pleasure.
Yeah. TJ and Vin, they left like mid through, but I also want to thank them. Penny,
Yeah.
reunited once again. It's been good to have you back, Kenny. I really like this season. I don't even know what to say. It's a weird season, but it's a good. It's better than ZBB14. It's better than ZBB13 and ZBB12.
Better than ZBB11.
No, ZBB11 was good. It wasn't those worst. It wasn't a worse season.
It was pretty good. That was when I first joined the slate, and I did vote you to win.
Oh, thank you. Kenny did it. But yeah. So Nikki is right now winner pick, but I got Cameron, Survivor, P Joy. Those are also in there. I'm definitely looking what they got. Pins.
Did you say P Joint?
Oh, sorry, Pocket.
Yeah, P joints.
Sorry. Pins for life. Playing a messy game, but maybe he has a way to justify it. You never know. Water Kid and Jared, best of luck. I don't think they're going to win. I never thought they would, but Jared could possibly win. And
Jared has
Jamarcus,
potential.
yeah, Jared has potential. And Jamarcus, we'll see when Jamarcus makes a blog or whatever what he's doing. I got to read his stuff. But until then, thank you guys for waiting. Thank you for those who did watch. Thank you for those who are watching the playback. It's been a pleasure. Well, I'll come back with episode 5, maybe 2 days later, and so we can talk. Kenny, if you want, you can be back. You just gotta message me, dude. And yeah, well, good night. I gotta go because I'm at Disney World, so I'm gonna have to enjoy my light.
Enjoy.
I have like the most horrible grammar. I say light and night at the same time. Well, night, guys. And I'm gonna end it now. So.
Good
Say bye.
night. Bye.
Yeah.